Welcome back to SBR Forum Videos. Week 1 of the NFL season is finally right around the corner, and with the preseason finally over with, the NFL odds and lines have started to move once again, and it's time to take an updated look at them right now as we actually approach the week that week number 1 will be in. So we'll start it off with one that has seen a lot of movement here recently, but not because the preseason over. It's because Tom Brady will actually be playing in it, and that's the Steelers and Patriots here, as the Patriots have moved up to a -7 favorite, as they were at about 6 to 6.5 just about a week ago. This one also seen a lot of movement in the total as well, dropped from 54 down to 51. The Kansas City Chiefs and Houston Texans have also seen some movement here recently, as the Texans were up to -2.5 at one point about a month or so ago, and I predicted correctly now that this line has dropped. I didn't see it dropping all the way to -1. I thought it would settle around 1.5, but -1 is the line here for the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Could be one of the more entertaining games of the Week 1 schedule. We move over now to the Browns and the Jets, a game that could probably be one of the worst games to watch here in the Week 1 schedule. However, doesn't mean it's not one that doesn't have value, because at the total here of 40 points, the lowest of the Week 1 schedule, however, probably one of the best likelihoods of being like a 17-10, 17-3 game even, and the under being a very, very good play here for the Browns and the Jets. Both defenses very good, however, both offenses could have the ability to be some of the worst in the NFL this season, especially to start the season here without Geno Smith for the New York Jets. Moving over now to the Colts and the Bills, another home underdog here, where the Buffalo Bills are a +2.5 home underdog against the Colts. The big question to this one is, will LeSean McCoy play in this one? And if he does play, and if he is 100% healthy for this game, which is likely probably a little less than 50-50 odds right now, I think the Bills could be a pretty good play at +2.5. I've been bullish on them all season and all offseason as well. I think, however, if LeSean McCoy is not going to play, it makes me really double check this one, I think, a little bit here as we head into this Week 1 schedule. The Packers and the Bears come up next here, and the Packers have been steadily climbing as well, from a 3.5 favorite to now a 6.5 favorite over the Chicago Bears here at Soldier Field. Bears the biggest Week 1 underdog here. So crazy to think that there's only a 6.5 point or 7 point as the number one is the favorites here for Week number 1. The biggest favorites here is all these lines are less than a touchdown, so it should be a really good Week 1 of football. However, even the loss of Jordy Nelson cannot move the Green Bay Packers down against the Chicago Bears. Next up is the Panthers and Jaguars, -3 favorite here on the road as well here for the Carolina Panthers, a game that I'm probably not touching just because of so much unknown between these two teams, I think, on both sides of the ball now. But even though the Panthers might win the game, I still think that's probably a risky play as them on a road favorite here. Also, the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins, yet again another home underdog here in Week number 1 of the schedule, as the Dolphins come in as a -3.5 favorite on the road here. You'd think the Dolphins could win this game by 20, but they could also lose it by 7 points too as well. I think there's a wide variance in the Miami Dolphins, and this one's probably why I'm laying off them right now, but I do think the Dolphins could make a playoff push this season. The Redskins, obviously just a dumpster fire right now, probably the worst team in the NFL right now. And the Seahawks and the Rams finish up the early schedule here for Week number 1 of the season on Sunday. The Rams come in once again a home underdog here of about 4 points. The lines have moved up from 3.5 to 4 now in favor of the Seahawks here. Probably some people betting on Seattle here after St. Louis has actually gotten a lot of love here in the offseason, including from me, but probably making me second guess the Rams here as home underdogs in this one. That'll do it for me this time, though. Make sure you check out my other video as well, detailing some of the later games as well as the Monday night games coming up later in the week. But until then, for SBR Forum Videos, I'm Jordan Sharp.